The late adopter. Hello everybody, welcome to the Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European Time on the dollar. We do this Bitcoin Daily. We gotta know. Not so much what's happening in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is not gonna make us rich, but because we gotta know. We gotta know what's gonna happen with altcoins, guys. We gotta know what's gonna happen. And I know what you're thinking, man. Hey man, did you miss the day? I mean, today's Saturday. Why the Bitcoin Daily, right? Because right now it's, Bitcoin Daily Monday to Friday. But I slept well. Yeah, last night we didn't have a evening stream because I was kind of tired. I kind of slept 3 hours the day before. And so I thought, we cannot go 24 hours without an update on what's happening with Bitcoin and current state of the affairs. Also, there have been some kind of news that I've just been read that I think are interesting to talk about, so we're gonna do that. So that's why we're having Bitcoin Daily on a Saturday morning. It's a nice day here in Norway, very nice day. So after the stream, I'm probably gonna go out to do something with the kids and stuff like that. I hope you're having everybody a nice day so far. So we're gonna talk about and I got a couple of news lined up. Some important, some not so important, and then we're gonna look at what's happening with Bitcoin price. Now, before we start, who is in the chat? Farid Captain is in the chat. How you doing, Captain? Vinal S, XRP legend, we still hear the music. Adam Miles, are we gonna be in the 1-2 bear market again? We can start talking about that, so I'm gonna just mention that just before we start. I think it's possible. I don't think that's possible, but I can tell you what I think. I hope you do. It'll be my first time to really accumulate before the next bull run. We are very close to accumulation phase. We all gonna make it. Patrick, how you doing, man? People get ready for another drop. Yeah, get ready for another drop. Morning. Yo, what's up, my dudes? Bliatman is in the chat. How you doing, man? Appreciate you being here. Captain Mohammed, wannabe boomer, howdy. Rolo is here as well. HB and Demjan. Hey, how you doing, guys? How you doing? So not that many people in the chat right now. It's Saturday morning, so I'm guessing people have been maybe out partying, doing something nice. I don't know what you've been doing. Maybe you've been crying yourself to sleep because Luna is down at 0. I don't know. This Verbunt as well, and Teku as well. So there was one guy in the chat that says, are we gonna go through bear, next 1-2 years through bear market? And if you look at the chart of the halvings, how these cycles actually go, what you're gonna notice that this is halfway through the cycle, and you'll see that every time halfway even through that we hit some kind of tops, right? So right now we did hit some kind of tops, and what's happening right now is that we are having this we have been having this pullback towards downside. So this has already been a bear market, so I don't expect a bear market to be one or two more years. That's unrealistic. And you can see what's happening down here right now. Before the actually halving already start going up. We already start going up before the halving, and this has been the case already. So before the halving up here somewhere, I don't know where that's gonna be, we're gonna start already seeing some kind of move towards the upside. Now this is not the important part. And after the halving, you can see here, maybe here's the somewhere maybe somewhere up here, and then here is halfway. So up here somewhere around 2025, we're gonna have the bull market top up here, the next bull market top. So what's gonna happen over here, at least if you look how history has been playing out so far, right now we are going through this capitulation phase. We already been in the bear market. I keep saying this over and over again, guys. We have already been in the 1 year in the bear market. So this, what's happening right now, is the last capitulation phase towards the bottom. Once we hit any kind of bottom on the downside, we're gonna have several months. It might be 3 months, it might be 6 months. I'm not quite sure how long that's gonna be, but that's gonna be the accumulation phase, guys. And after that accumulation phase, we are gonna go start the bull market. So the bull market starts after accumulation phase all the way to the top, or after the accumulation phase all the way to the top, right? The bull market is not this last part. This is just for the moms and grandmas and people who are out of the out of the cycle to get in and buy the tops and give us their money. That's what the last phase is for, right? But the bull market officially starts right after this accumulation is done, and we start going up. So as soon as the accumulation is done, we start going up. That's the bull market. So over here, as soon as the accumulation, I'm guessing between 3 and 6 months, that's gonna last. As soon as that's done, this is the bull market, guys, entire thing. So right now we are going through this last phase, the capitulation phase, and once this capitulation done, you're gonna have between 3 to 6 months to accumulate. And I'm saying again, whales cannot accumulate on a week. So, you know, there will be no, you know, Corona dump, something like that, and then right back up again, and then, you know, to the moon to 100, 200K. That's not gonna happen. We're gonna go down. We're gonna stay down for a while. There will be, you know, good time to accumulate all of the coins, you know, that fell down to the bottom. We are gonna accumulate them, and then we're gonna wait, you know, the next I don't know how long there's gonna be, 1-2 years, you know, of the bull market towards the top. And once we get to the top, we're gonna take grandma's money. So that's what we are expecting. That's what we're expecting. Now, before we go into the what's happening with Bitcoin right now, Luna, and all of these other coins right now, we're gonna talk about some news, and I think some news are more this was how I was just looking at it right now. There are some news that we need to talk about before we actually start. There is right now going something that's called phishing attack that's going on with MetaMask, and I've seen other places as well. They're trying to, you know, use this fear to actually get you to go to other sites and, you know, connect your MetaMask. The thing is that Etherscan and CoinGecko has these third-party options that they can use, where third-party can implement, you know, certain stuff on the website, and they're using these third-party, you know, hacks to get users to connect their MetaMask to the site. And once you connect and approve, then your MetaMask gets drawn out. So guys, rule number 1, do never ever use MetaMask on any other sites that are not that you do not trust. If you see some kind of new site, you know, it looks like, even if it's some kind of small shitty project, if you get a lot of money on that MetaMask, do not connect. You know, you do not need to approve anything. You do not need to, you know, send money. All you have to do is connect the MetaMask. And once you do that, it's, you know, your money is basically gone. So what I want you to do, I want you to do one thing over here, and I'm going to explain to you why. So this MetaMask thing is going on right now. They're investigating it. So number 1, do not ever connect your MetaMask to anything. And the second thing I want you to do, if you do use MetaMask, to make a second account. I do not mean second wallet on the same account. I mean second account, you know, the account that you have to, you know, actually connect to, also write the password to open the MetaMask. You know, 2 accounts. One account will be your main account where you will have your money and everything else, right? And you're gonna use that account to only connect to, you know, Uniswap, 1inch, any kind of site that you trust 100%, Unity, you know, buy and sell. The second account is gonna be account when you want to buy from the shady side. So you're gonna transfer whatever money you want to transfer to the second account. You're gonna buy, and then you're gonna use and then you're gonna transfer back to the account. But you're never ever gonna take your main account and connect to any kind of shady site or anything, right? Even the legit sites like Etherscan and CoinGecko, right, when it pops up, you might think that this is legit, right? And then you connect. So maybe that you should always have two accounts. You know, doesn't matter what you do. But yeah, so a lot of people are getting this MetaMask hack going on right now. So there is that about MetaMask. Do not connect your MetaMask to anything, you know. And if you can, if you can use anything else than MetaMask, maybe that might be a better option. Ledger scam hacked by Scar. Yeah, everything can be hacked. You know, the best way you can protect yourself against hacks, against everything. Number 1, if you get any kind of coins, you know, if everything sounds shady or something like that, like, just don't do it. Just don't leave it. You know, oftentimes people will send you free coins on to your MetaMask or to your wallet, and you will think, oh man, I can just sell these, you know, and get, you know, $3 or whatever, right? And you do that, and then they steal your, you know, whatever money you have on the MetaMask. So, you know, never. The best thing is to be very, very suspicious of absolutely everything when it comes to, you know, MetaMask wallets, but, you know, exchanges, anything that has to do, you know, where you are in the world and so forth. Like anything that has to do with, you know, money, just be very, very suspicious against that. That said, failed exit. Traders complain about Crypto.com reversing protocol Luna transactions. So this is just quick, you know, what I think about Crypto.com. I think they are garbage. So between 12:40 and 13:39, so 1 hour on May 12, they said that there, you know, on Luna there have been quoted incorrect price. so they're gonna reverse the trades. Now here's the big problem I have with this crappy stupid site crypto.com, is they're reversing trades for anybody doing this in the span of hours. So if you have been on crypto.com and you've been trading and assuming you are getting a profit, you are right now, they're taking that away from you and they are giving you $10 worth of crow instead. So you made $1 million on the trade and they're like, oh no, you know what, we're gonna give you $10 instead. It doesn't matter if you lost money. If you lost money, you're probably, oh nice, I lost money, but you have to look at it, you know, from a little bit different perspective. And if any kind of exchange can do this kind of scumbag thing to your money, then that exchange should not be used. If Binance has done this and they admitted, okay, it's our fault, but you did make money, we're gonna cover that, you're gonna keep your money, it's our fault. That's what, you know, any respectable exchange should do that. They should take the loss and leave people to have their money, because that increases trust in the exchange. This decreases trust in the exchange. So I would never, and I'm telling you everybody, do not ever use crypto.com. I don't care, you know, this is just a very, very scumbaggy thing to do. Very scumbaggy thing to do. If you know, Binance did this, I would probably change the exchange to use, you know, if Binance or KuCoin or Coinbase did you know, such a thing, I would change the exchange. Because if they make error that affects me, it's not my problem. I was trading, you know, it's your program, you know, you fix the stuff. Why does my money have to suffer because you are making, you know, your programmers cannot program you know, for shit. So yeah, it's time to short crow, So, you know, I would definitely, you know, not use this site, because you never know when it's gonna come next time, when they're gonna come out. You know, guys, we need to reverse reverse the transaction pools of this and that, and you're like, hey man, what the you know, understand? So it's their problem, not our problem, but they're pushing their problem on us, right? That said, Robinhood did the same thing before, when there was this GameStop, you know, mania going on, and they were stopping and halting and reversing and stuff like that. A very, very shady thing happening there. That said, right now FTX is actually, FTX CEO, the FTX of crypto, you know, crypto exchange, is buying 7.6% stake in the Robinhood market. So Robinhood right now is up, I think, 20% last time I checked that. And this is actually very good for crypto, because Robinhood is one of the biggest exchanges for the retail, for the, you know, small people. And this is gonna increase the adoption, you know, tenfold, because FTS is gonna right now push, you know, Robinhood to, you know, focus a lot more on crypto. This is such a good news. This is very good news for crypto. Very, very bullish news. Very bullish news. And I also like the FTX exchange right now. I mean, they do seem to, you know, care about, you know, expanding their services and expanding their reach. So, you know, this is very good adoption for crypto. Also, lately, I've been reading a lot of good stuff about, you know, Bitcoin adoption everywhere. Doesn't matter whether that's, you know, Chinese government saying that Bitcoin is, you know, right now digital property, that, you know, Emirates are accepting Bitcoin on planes, that this and that company is accepting Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, that, you know, they're gonna start, you know, Australia doing EFT exchanges for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so forth. So like every day there's some new news about somebody accepting Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I think this right now is the bull run that's gonna be hugely popular, because there is so much adoption right now. There is so much adoption right now happening, and I think the world is getting ready to really accept crypto on the next bull run. So I think this is gonna be major bull run. So guys, this is the time you're gonna, you know, make it big time. So this is very good news for crypto. On the other hand, there's been a lot of talks about ARK Invest, about Coinbase going bankrupt or something like that. So there, you know, because Q1 of 2022 they actually lost money, but every other quarter they have been making money. And this is very normal, because as you've seen in crypto, you know, the people have left crypto. We have been in the bear market, so right now, you know, they're losing money, and that's understandable. But as soon as it start going up, they're gonna make bunch of money. Also, Coinbase shares have been going down. Let's see down here. This is not Coinbase share. Coinbase, it has actually been going down pretty much from $400 to something like 70, and right now it dropped even more with this recent drop in crypto as well. But Katie Wood's ARK Invest is buying 3 million worth of Coinbase shares as exchange thanks. So ARK Invest is buying into it, and they do a lot of research on whatever they're buying. So I think this is from all of this FUD that Coinbase is going to go bankrupt. I think they did the research. I don't think that it's going to go bankrupt right now. It can, but I don't think it's going to go bankrupt. And this is kind of like a small confirmation of the FUD that's been going on around right now. You know, it's going to go bankrupt, they're going to take your money. Nothing of that's going to happen. Coinbase is going to be here. ARK Invest is going to make a bunch of this trade. And as soon as the next bull market starts, Coinbase is going to make millions and billions and billions of money. Very, very interesting news. Very interesting news. Next on the list is again FTX exchange, and but this is about algorithmic stablecoins and Luna, what's happening in USD. So we're gonna talk about it. So FTX, right now, the CEO of FTX has been mentioning algorithmic stablecoins, and the most interesting thing in this article is this part over here. Those are algorithmic stable. If the underlying crashes, they can go down a lot, e.g. USD. So he's mentioning that if the underlying assets like Luna starts going down, they can go down a lot, right? Now here's the problem. Last couple of streams, I mentioned that on the whale alert, there has been a lot of movement of a couple of coins, mainly XRP and Tron. Like big whales have been buying a lot of Tron and selling. So there have been, you know, movements from and to exchanges of Tron and XRP. XRP is not that important because, you know, it's not important. But this is USDT. This is Tron, 93 million of 6 million worth of Tron transfer from Binance to unknown wallet. And you can see down here as well, there have definitely been more transactions where Ethereum, Bitcoin, okay. So this is the last one, but yesterday it was a lot. Actually, there is XRP, BUSD, Tron, this is last 10 hours, this XRP. Oh man, I'm failing, USDT, Bitcoin, 14 hours, yesterday, come on, man. Ethereum. There you go, Tron again, 23 million of Tron is going off, Bitcoin, USDT, Bitcoin, USDT, oh my god, this is a failed stream, man. We need to end the stream over here. Ethereum, BUSDT, Bitcoin. Man, where is it? Doesn't matter, it's been a lot of trading, man. It's been a lot of trading, not today, but yesterday and the day before that. XRP. There we go, Tron again over here, right? But you see no other coins. You see Tron, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stable coins being transferred. Well, those are the coins that are actually going, you know, on and off exchanges. XRP, Bitcoin. And there you go, Tron again, as well. You know, doesn't matter. USDT, XAP, I don't know. USDT. Ah, forget about it. WTF, why so much USDT? Well, this is a failed stream, man. BNB, Tron again over here. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. At least, you know, Tron is definitely being, you know, moved around for whatever purpose, I do not know. But there has been, you know, after Luna dropped on the downside, Tron has, you know, people have been saying that Tron is next in line because he has this US DT, so their own stablecoin, algorithmic stablecoin, that if Tron starts going down, it might go down with it, right? So it might depeg as well. Now here's the big thing right now, and if you read about you know, how Tron's what the underlying asset is, because over here it says if the underlying asset crashes, they can go down, right? And what is the underlying crash rate of the USDT? And here starts, where is it? See here, USDD will be pegged to the underlying asset Tron. So underlying asset of USDD is actually Tron. And as you saw right now on the whale alert, there has been a lot of, you know, moving of Tron for whatever reason. I mean, they're not moving a lot of you know, other shitcoins or whatever, right? Or Dogecoin or whatever, or BNB. There is maybe some, but you know, there has been a lot of movement of Tron, XRP as well. I don't know what's happening with XRP, but there is a lot of movement on XRP with whales, and you can see here underlying asset for USDD is actually Tron. So if Tron starts going down, it just might happen the same thing that happened to Luna. So do be careful. But before we go on, let me show you the chart of Tron right now. And the chart of Tron has actually been keeping quite nicely up here. Quite nicely. Let me go to the daily time frame up here. It's not dumping like everything else is dumping. It's still keeping this trend line up there, down here. It even went up before a little bit up here. So entire movement towards downside still didn't break the support down here. But if you see Tron down here start breaking the support down here, it is good idea to watch if the Tron, if the stablecoin, the algorithmic stablecoin USDD is gonna go down as well. And if it starts going down towards downside, then it might, you know, maybe happen something like happened to Luna. I don't know. But you know, they already know what happened to Luna. Maybe they're already putting some kind of mechanism, you know, in place. And what's gonna happen? You know, Luna was very, very special event. Whether that's gonna happen with this as well or not, I do not actually know. The other coin, ANC, is right now up 140% towards the upside. This went down with Luna. It did not die. It went very low down, but it did not die. Today it's up something like 140%, but it's, you know, from the bottom down here to the top up here, it's already did like 10x. Towards the top. So ANC was one of these coins that I don't know how it was connected with Luna, but it was going, you know, crashing with Luna at the same time, and people are saying that the liquidity or something like that, ANC is liquidity provider for the stablecoin, something like that. So I'm not quite sure how's that been going on, but it's been going on. It did survive, and right now it's picking up like 10x since the bottom down here. So this is right now the biggest gainer today, 140% up right now in the last 24 hours. 10x in the last 2 days. So, you know, big moves happening right now on ANC. And I think I got one last thing to mention before we actually go to the charts of what's happening with Bitcoin, and that's the metaverse as a service will be basis of the next internet era in Web3. Yesterday I actually saw a very nice TikTok video or a short from YouTube. And, you know, all of these buyings of land in metaverses and stuff, you know, NFTs going, you know, for insane prices and stuff like that. I really have a hard time, you know, wrapping my head around that and what's going to happen next. And, you know, I'm trying to understand it, like, what's the next big thing coming? Like, this bull run, it was mostly DeFi, right? And after DeFi, it was DeFi and the blockchains, and, you know, whichever blockchain had the best, you know, and of course the meme coins and stuff, right? But right after the bull run ended, we got to this, you know, metaverse bull run, secondary bull run up here. Maybe that's the reason we had, you know, a second top on the chart as well. Up here you can see here. So up here, I think this was mostly DeFi and protocol bull run. But over here, I think that you know, there was a lot of talk about metaverses and NFTs and stuff like that. So I think this was the secondary move towards the upside. But the thing that I think that's gonna happen in the next bull run, I think metaverse and NFTs and all of these stuffs is gonna, you know, explode pretty insanely. And, you know, and this is also very good for crypto and the bull run, because, you know, people can understand games. You know, it's really hard for them to understand these financial tokens, but, you know, meme tokens, you know, cute dog, cute girl, cute dog, cute cat, you know, they cannot get that, right? So metaverse, NFTs, I think they can get that as well. So I think the next bull run is gonna be exceptionally huge. Now I want to show you
the NFT of you and Elon Musk is probably.
I want to show you a short up here. A short up here. That's this is from Joe Rogan show. There is some guy talking about NFTs, and when I watched this, it kind of hit me like a little bit, like this is gonna be huge. This is gonna be huge. So I want to show you this. I don't know why. Something, you know, do hit me, and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be big time, big stuff, you know. Because when he said, and he's gonna say it, virtual real estate, then it suddenly hit me why there have been these whales buying plots of land in Sandbox Metaverse for millions and millions of dollars, guys. Okay, now check this out.
NFT of you and Elon Musk is probably worth 10 million bucks.
What does that mean, though?
Somebody owns that NFT. It's like somebody owns that card.
But how can they own it? What does
It's-
it mean? Anybody can have it. It's online.
So you know the guy that bought Beeple? Do you know Beeple? Somebody bought his NFT.
I go back and forth with that guy all the time on Instagram. Every day he puts out a new piece of art.
5,000 days is what he did. He calls
Amazing.
it 5,000 days or something like that. You know what he sold that for? He sold it for like $69 million.
Yeah, good for
the
him.
guy that bought him is a guy named Meta Coven. He lives in Singapore today. I had him on. So I said, you paid $69 million for what? He says, what do you mean? I said, that's exactly what I mean. What do you mean $69 million? He says, do you know what's coming next is virtual real estate? I said, virtual real estate means what? Like you have virtual real estate. People are trying to buy the best virtual real estate. And we are making a virtual museum where you're going to have to buy tickets to attend the museum. And the last thing you see at the museum is this Beeple NFT for $69 million. I believe this is $1 billion NFT. The NFT.
Did you hear that, guys? The next thing that's coming is virtual real estate. So virtual real estate, NFTs, you know, people are paying big bucks, you know, virtual reality. And I also been talking with my wife and telling you know that although virtual reality is gonna be big, the bigger thing is gonna be augmented reality, and that's when you have glasses, you can look at the real world and you can see extra stuff, right? You can make it a little bit more, interesting. It's the same thing when you take your phone, and you buy, new couch from IKEA. So before you buy the, you wanna see if it fits in your room and how it's gonna look. So you take, phone and go to the room, and then you can see the on the screen how it would look in the room, right? So that's augmented reality, and augmented reality is also going to be very big. Now the biggest problem with virtual reality is these big ass glasses that you have to use, but this is the start of virtual reality. I mean, it's been developing for a long time, but these big ass glasses is going to get smaller until they're actually pretty tiny. Like everything else, like in 1980s we had these big ass offices. I mean, entire house was a big ass, or entire building was a big ass office with only one computer, right? But right now you gotta 50 billion of those those blocks, houses, on your own phone, right? So these big glasses will become smaller, and virtual reality will be pretty huge. So the next thing, guys, metaverse, NFTs, and in this metaverse you're gonna be able to spend all of these coins. You're gonna spend all of these NFTs. You're gonna be able to trade. You're gonna be meeting people. They are right now making gloves that you can actually touch stuff in the metaverse, and so forth. The development is insane. So this bull run, guys, is gonna be insane for the metaverse and NFTs. That's what at least what I'm thinking. That's what at least so I'm just putting it out there to think about. Once we get to this, down to this accumulation phase, that the bull run will that's what I'm thinking. It's already here. Sandbox Mana, yeah, they're already here, but they're in the very start, right? So that the same thing with DeFi. I mean, DeFi didn't come at the top of the bull run. DeFi started down in the bear market. I was reading about DeFi, about protocols and stuff like that, right down here, right? We already knew that. DeFi, but DeFi has been building, and stuff has been going on up here, and when we came up here, it was pretty big thing, right? Pretty big thing. Can you check Amazon 2000 charts? No. Why? Okay, guys, so what's happening with Bitcoin right now? So that was pretty long rant. It was almost 40 minutes about news and stuff. I hope that was interesting, guys. What do you think? Was what news interesting? Should we do news and stuff every day before Bitcoin? Yes. First Bitcoin, then news. No news. Okay. Loved it, and yes. So that's at least what I'm thinking right now. By the way, Captain, I did check out the Everdome and the Meta Hero, and it does look interesting. So I'm gonna wait a little bit until it falls a little bit down, and then we're gonna do that. Market updates are important. Yeah, we are doing the Bitcoin daily, but maybe we should do Bitcoin first and then everything else, right? So we had on Bitcoin on the small time frames up here, we had this inverse head and shoulders on the downside. This should have played out all the way up to 33, 34,000. It did not do that. We went up a little bit. The first resistance got us rejected. Right now we are consolidating down here on the support. We are not consolidating on the resistance, we are consolidating on the support. I don't know how this section looks on the small time frames. This is a 1 hourly time frame. So it does look like it can fall down a little bit. So we're gonna zoom out a little bit up here and see what's happening on the bigger time frames up here. Maybe on the bigger time frame, like 4 hourly, maybe it's creating some kind of inverse head and shoulders again for the second time up here, or something like this, give or take, over here. And it should be looking something like this up here. Wait, where is my inverse head and shoulders? Something like this, right? Up, down, up, down, and something like this, right? And maybe this goes down here or whatever, right? But you know, it does look like it might be some kind of inverse head and shoulders playing out right now on the 4 hour time frame. Like we just saw, we had it on 1 hourly, but right now we are having it on 4 hourly. So there is a good chance that this maybe go all the way up here and then maybe breaks a little bit towards the upside. We still got a lot of resistance at where are the levels? My levels down here, up here. The most important levels is still this red box. This is the most important resistance right now. It's between 31.7 and 32. We got big time rejected on that resistance 2 times. Right now we are just, you know, trying to climbing a little bit up above this resistance up here, and we are right now below that. So we're still seeing maybe we can go up there. This looks like it just consolidating up here before the next dump on the downside. The bullishness is nowhere to be seen on the charts just yet. You'll see that also on the daily time frame, but you know, this resistance here at 31.7 and 32.2, very important resistance. If you can manage to break we got a couple of resistance up here that we might get to, but right now you know, the most important thing is this box up here. So any kind of move towards the upside, we need to assume it's gonna get rejected up here at you know, at most the way I see it right now. But if you can get above this resistance, that's gonna be nice. On the moving averages, you'll see down here, let's just clean up everything up here, pop some nice lines on the chart over here. You'll see that right now the standard moving average is actually around the 32,000 level over here. That's the first big resistance. That's what we've been waiting for. So right now I'm still you know, I'm still waiting for more consolidation up here before we maybe try to go up here and then get rejected on the downside. I still look bigly on the downside. I still don't think that not to 16k guys, not 16k, but back down to 23k. I still look towards the downside. It might take a little bit time. So when this actually is gonna happen, I'm not quite sure. But this consolidation phase up here might right now, you know, pull back a little bit, go sideways up here or something like that. Now the biggest reason for that is the moons, guys. Is the moons. Right now on the May 16 we got a full moon. Now the problem with this full moon is that it's also total lunar eclipse. So you will see the full moon on the sky, but the sun, you know, the sun will come and cast shadow of the earth on the moon. That's called the lunar eclipse. So you know, whether that has some kind of special meaning or not, I don't know. But you know, full moon does usually either push us towards the side or maybe a little bit towards the upside. Only in some kind of, you know, drastic downtrend it can push us on the downside. So with this full moon, we do not think that it's gonna pump us or anything like that, but it can give us just enough time to prolong this stump a little bit before we actually hit the bottom around the 23,000, something like that. We might also hit. So we have been saying that the bottom is going to come between the 14 of June, and the bottom is going to hit 14 of June and 13 July, something like that, right? This is where we are expecting the bottom. We are expecting still bottom between the 23k and 25k, give or take. You can see here we have come very close to this bottom down here. We can hit the bottom a lot before that or something like that. It doesn't matter, but the bottom is not gonna be a week, guys. It's not gonna be a week, and we're gonna go start. I'm expecting after this bottom, after it bottom out on this bottom down here, I'm expecting a long accumulation phase down here. A long accumulation phase. I don't know how long this accumulation is gonna take. I'm guessing around 3-4 months, 3-4 months, so we might, you know, zigzag up here, go a little bit down. This fear is gonna, you know, persist for a while, and during this fear, you know, people are gonna be accumulating. How long down we're gonna go, how high up you're gonna go during this time, I do not know, but around 23-25k, I think that's the bottom, and you know, that's gonna be the accumulation phase before the next bull run starts. Guys, as you just saw, the bull run is not, you know, the bull run is pretty much fixed right now. It's gonna come. The lengthening cycles that Benjamin Cohen's been talking about, you know, he even threw that out of the window. We are having the regular 4-year cycles on Bitcoin. It's kind of going exactly as planned. There is no changes in this cycle. Let me clear up the chart on Bitcoin halving events. As you can see, there is no change. This plays exactly the same every single time. March somewhere up here. This plays exactly a single time. After halving you have the bull run, after halving you have the bull run, after halving you have the bull run, and after halving you have the bull run. Now just before the halving down here, of course, you have some kind of accumulation phase and the move towards the halving, accumulation phase and move towards the halving, accumulation phase and moves towards the halving. And right now down here as well, we have some kind of accumulation as a move towards the halving, and after that we're gonna, you know, have the, you know, rest of the bull run towards the upside. So there is nothing special about these halving. There is nothing special about the chart. The chart is very cyclical in nature, and it's very predictable in nature. And everybody who says anything different, you know, he is talking out of some hope that it's gonna break the pattern, and when it breaks the pattern, we're gonna talk about that, but it still hasn't broken the pattern. And the reason it can do this kind of thing, it's because it's a mathematical model of how it should rise, and that's exactly what it's doing, because it is rising from a you know, mathematical model towards the upside. Bitcoin will eventually become a stable coin. It won't rise. You know, the volatility is already going down. The volatility is already going down, so volatility will eventually be very, very low. Bitcoin will eventually, you know, some kind of 2,100 years, you know, in 80 more years, it will become a stable coin. It will become a currency of the world, whatever it's going to be, right? It won't be volatile. It will be very nice. You will be able to buy cup of coffee with actual Bitcoin, not the you know, layer you know, 2 or layer 1 or whatever it's called, a layer 2 Bitcoin, right? You will be, you know, with actual Bitcoin, you know, maybe transaction is going to be a little bit, you know, slow, but you know, the volatility won't be that fast. And right now these cycles are very, very cyclical, so we are still expecting the bull run to happen, guys, in 2025, the top. We are still expecting this capitulation phase to, you know, to be that's happening right now, to still continue going down to certain levels. Then we are expecting some kind of accumulation phase that's going to go for a while, because everybody needs to accumulate, you know, and after that, boom, right to the moon, guys, right to the moon. So let's see how the poll went over here. Should we do new stuff every day before Bitcoin? 54% yes, 36% says first Bitcoin then news, and only 9% says no news. So we're gonna, okay, I'm gonna try to, you know, figure out what's important and not important, and then we're gonna talk about that during the news. Damn, 2025 is finished. I mean, 2025 is the top. The bull run starts in between 3 and 6 months. Okay, the bull run starts down here, guys. The bull run starts down here. This is the start of the bull run, all right? So right now we are going back to the this last capture, and then the then we starting the bull run. You know, 2025 is you know, when your grandmother and your sister and your, you know, co-worker is gonna, you know, pile in and give us their money, but this is where it starts. So you are right at the beginning of the next bull run. How low do you think Solana can go? I don't know, man. I don't know. Right now, I'm just letting everything go down. TLR Prophecy stream, marked up, and me too, brother. Nice, nice. Anybody have any questions, guys? That's good. Limbo. Should I buy Solana right now? I got strapped in code and I want to buy inside. I don't know, should I wait or dollar cost? Whatever you want to do, man. Whatever you want to do. I don't know. I cannot give you that kind of advice, man. You know, I still think this stuff is gonna go down, you know. So I don't think, you know, I'm not buying anything right now. You do with your money what you want, but I'm not buying anything right now. I'm just waiting. And I've seen a lot of people, they are very enthusiastic about Luna right now. Luna is up 67%. It hit some kind of bottom down here. You can see here it's climbing slowly towards the upside. I don't know, I try to figure out what kind of pattern this is, you know, it really dropped, because often, you know, a lot of times right now it's been, maybe it should be something like here, give or take. I don't think this is the correct one, or something like that. Maybe it's going some kind of wedge where it's gonna because this has happened a lot of times before. There have been both up here, and there was also tiny up here, and this rising wedge. But right now this is a huge rising wedge. Maybe huge rising wedge, and you know, right now, you know, we could you know, break towards downside as well. But people are trading in this a lot because these dips are actually, you know, insane. This is almost 10x. This dip down here is almost 2x, right? And right now from this dip down here is like 67% or something like that. So, you know, so I understand that people are trading this right now a lot on spot because the moves are so gigantic, right? But I think very good lessons to learn from Luna is if you don't know what's happening. If you don't know what's happening, there is a big move or something, you don't know what's happening, stay away from it. Because, you know, it's my main accumulation altcoin, this bear market. Zach, the private Oracle Chainlink equivalent for privacy coins like Monero. I think privacy coins will be even bigger next round. I don't know, man. The problem with privacy coins and the bull markets is that people are not, you know, retail doesn't care about privacy. They don't care about, you know, privacy coins like Zcash and Monero can be big, but I just don't see it. Like, people don't care about, you know, whether their money is private or not. They care about, you know, flashy stuff like you know, NFTs, land, metaverse, Web3, you know, fancy, you know. But when you start, you know, talking about Zcash and Monero, and they're gonna be saying, what? I'm not gonna support criminals. I'm not gonna support criminals, you know. So I don't know about that. You know. So I want to buy the nicest puppy and cat on the bottom right now, and when the bull market comes, when, you know, retail comes, oh, look at nice puppy, I want to buy that, how much money, you know. So that is that. Do you think XRP is a risk? I think everything is a risk. Now the problem with the XRP, I don't have any problem with XRP. What about Sand? Sand is doing fine. Yeah, Sand. I think Sand is gonna do very nicely in the bull market, because I heard, you know, there is a lot of buying of the land in the Sand metaverse. So right now it just might be, you know, nice accumulation phase. You know, later this might look like something like you know, something like this up here, right? Down here, you know, eventually, and then the next bull market goes something like crazy. I don't know. It's not gonna go like this, but you know, Sandbox just might, you know, do very well. Sandbox also, this metaverse right now, it's big. A lot of people are buying, using huge money in metaverse, and both yesterday and today. Today is up. Let's see here on the daily time frame. But yesterday and today it did nice moves towards the upside, and a little bit more maybe than other coins. But from the bottom to the top, this did 69%, and Mana did from the bottom to top a little bit more than that, I think, from the bottom to top up here. 120%, right, move towards the upside. So you know, other coins are not that much up as Mana and Sand as well. I think both Mana and Sand will perform nicely. Luna, BSB are now up 73% up here, but you know, this move towards the upside, we'll see how this actually plays out. The biggest thing that I think right now is this. I'm gonna show you the biggest thing that I think right now everybody should follow is Tron. And what they should be following is this move below the support. So I don't think anything is gonna happen with Tron or stablecoin. But as soon as we break this support on the downside, there is a huge support down here. It really doesn't matter, you know, how good we draw the support line. You can see here 200 moving. Let's say it's just this 200 moving average, because it's a nice line up here. Let's say just 200 moving. As soon as it starts breaking this 200 moving average on the downside, it's gonna lose this support down here, and there is next support, something like this down here. I don't know where it is down here that needs to break, and there is 200 moving average, which was really weird shape. down here. But I would say this line down here, if you see Tron right now going through this line, through the support line on the downside, watch what's gonna happen with the USDD, because if it starts getting deep and it gets this same thing as Luna has, it just might, you know, fall pretty big time. It might also fall down on the fear and stuff like that, so you know, but it's been holding up very nicely lately, so it does look more bullish than other stuff. So I'm not quite sure what's happening, but I'm definitely watching Tron right now, because you know, whales are accumulating or are moving Tron right now. There is this USDD stablecoin that Tron has, and there is talk that it might drop big time. So I'm definitely watching it. Interesting chart. I think this is the most interesting chart on the beside Bitcoin right now in crypto space. Luna, Tron, ANC. I think these three are like Luna, of course, ANC because it dropped down with Luna, but it's recovering like, you know, crazy right now. And then you have Tron, maybe that's gonna be next line. I don't know anything else. I've seen you know, a lot of other coins, but you know, nothing has these kind of moves or something like that, right? And overall, Bitcoin, we are still expecting Bitcoin to continue going towards downside. So how this actually gonna play out, we don't know. We got the moons, guys. We got the moon, so you know, maybe. A non-globalist owned Oracle seems a good project. True that. People will care soon. Buy what normies like. Yeah, buy what normies like, because when they right now retail or normies or whatever you want to call them, they're not here right now, right? So you gotta think like a little bit out of the box and think like, when they come here, what will they buy? You know, what is gonna be like, I gotta have that. Normies bought Luna, that looked shiny before stuff happened. Yeah, exactly. But the big lesson you can learn from Luna is that any kind of coin, guys, can drop for whatever reason. We don't know the mechanism behind everything. We don't know, you know, how money is moved and stuff like that. So anything can drop down big time. So make sure to, you know, hopefully, you know, well, I often say that the diversification is, you know, for people that don't know what they're doing, and I still believe that. Now the problem here is that I think maybe people should diversify in maybe a couple of coins, maybe not, you know, 100 coins or something like that, but you know, 2, 3, 4 coins. That's gonna be nice, because if one coin does like Luna, you lose maybe 25% of your stuff, right? And you can live with that. But if you have all stuff in Luna, you know, and it falls down, then you're pretty much done, pretty much. So you know, maybe 2 coins, I don't know, but nothing more than 2, 3 coins. And when it comes to altcoins, maybe, you know, buy a range of coins, because we don't know actually what's gonna pump. Gray shows any ton of Polygon Matic, please. None. I don't have any. And the chart looks just like everything else, so there's nothing to be said anything about Matic. It just goes down right now. We are not quite sure where the bottom is for Matic right now. I haven't looked at it in a while, but it's just following the market right now. Besides that, I don't have any thoughts about Polygon and Matic. USDD already depegged a lot a couple of days ago. Looks shaky as fuck. Let's check it out. USDD, we got a Polynex, Huobi. Huobi is right now. This is open today. But it didn't depeg. I mean, it's down 0.99, but it didn't depeg. Yeah, it did depeg a little bit in 97 down here as well. USD. This was a Tether. Sorry, this was a Tether. Tether depegged USD coin down here. Maybe it did. I don't know. We're gonna keep on following USDD as well. Let's see how USD is doing right now. No, not USD. USD. It's wow. It's down at 0.15. No repegging, man. No repeg. Maybe if it breaks out of this, triangle towards downside, there is no repegging, man. But if it goes up here, maybe the repegging will come eventually up there, and maybe Luna is gonna be saved. I also read that you know, Do Kwon, the guy at CEO behind the Tron, they are already, you know, implementing some kind of new measures to restore the money lost for everybody, at least everybody that had the money before the attack. So you know. I've officially been watching for a year now, TLA. Oh, Captain, love that. It's nice to have you here. We need some woman in the chat. Maybe something good in your breakfast. 6 coins for me. You know, don't go crazy like 100 coins, but you know, when it comes to altcoins, I think, you know, you should have a range of coins because you don't know what's gonna perform the best. But when it comes to these big coins and stuff like that, right? Yeah, Luna just broke up trend line. Let's see that. Let's see that right now. Nah, not yet. Not from what I can see. At least I have drawn something like this, right? I don't know how you're drawing, but you know, this is my rising wedge, so you know it needs to go above 27 up here. It needs to go another 25% towards the upside. Definitely need more woman. How's DXY doing? Well, Sal. DXY, yeah, DXY up right now. It's let's go here to the daily time frame. I think it's pulling back a little bit, but you'll see this trend line up here. There is a trend line up here, right? This trend line up here. It's still following the trend line towards the upside up here. It's still following the trend line. And although we do have divergence, this trend can definitely continue more towards the upside. And I actually expect this actually to continue even more towards the upside until we get the final crash on Bitcoin, and then maybe the DXY will start going sideways a little bit, and then eventually crash on downside. We're gonna, you know, restart the bull market, So we are definitely correlated really heavily with the DXY right now. But I still think even with this pullback towards downside, because yesterday we pumped a lot, right now we're pulling back a little bit. We're still holding this trend line towards the upside, so you know we are going fast upwards, but you know there's that. Luna is pumping on empty gox. Empty gox, what? TMG has just bought a guy's 400 USD bag for the next to nothing. Who is TMG? Is this guy some Bitcoin YouTuber? Oh yeah, that Martin guy. Yeah, but he's a little bit crazy. He's a little bit crazy. He was also buying at I don't know what kind of levels. And he practice more on drawing lines then. Yeah, it's art. It's definitely art. Why BTC's dominance is 40? It should be 60. I don't know, man. I don't know. The BTC's dominance right now is going up. It went up to something like 45 up here. It is breaking this trend towards the upside. BTC, you can see it's breaking the trend towards the upside. Let's just remove a little bit of, just remove everything and just draw new lines, because why not? Maybe something like this. Maybe it's hitting this top up here. Yeah, it's hitting the top. Maybe something like this, right? Give or take. But we have been drawing it like this down here, and we think that it actually already broke it. Because it does hit nicely, you can see here. Give or take, right? So maybe it broke this falling wedge towards the upside, or some kind of, you know, weird falling wedge to upside. But it is pumping like crazy. And when dominance is going towards upside and Bitcoin is going down, so Bitcoin goes down and dominance goes up, that means that your altcoins are going straight down. Trading Luna has been fun this evening, making that Luna money. Yeah, everybody's right now on Luna. Like, Luna is 100%, everybody's in there. I've been scalping longs and shorts at 2x leverage all night. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Fake out. Yeah, it might be fake out, we don't know. I expect Bitcoin dominance actually to go down after the next bull run. So, you know, I expect to go down maybe to something like 20 levels or something like that. I expect everything else to pump really, really hard, guys. What is up here? Clear the charts. So right now you can see that you know, this is 2017. After the bull run, the dominance came down all the way to 36 levels, and right now the dominance actually came down to some kind of dominance was up 63 after that, and then we had the bull run, you know, and ended up here. So the dominance came to 6, but you know, the dominance is still rising up here from the bottom to the bottom to the bottom, you know. So maybe next, you know, bull run up here in 25. Where is 25? Maybe it's gonna, you know, stay at 40 or something like that. Maybe it's gonna rise right now just before the bull run, right? because Bitcoin is always first to go, and then, you know, on the downside. I don't know how it's gonna play out. Yeah, what about a head and shoulders on Bitcoin 1 hour? We targeted 36. We talked about that. It kind of did not play out. It did break out, but it never came to the target. It was actually targeted 33 or something like that. But there is a inverse head and shoulders on the 4 hourly. I think there is a on the 4 hourly up here right now in the making, but you know, not yet done. So there is an inverse head and shoulders up here, something like this, right? Doesn't matter. You get what I mean. This is the worst drawing of the head and shoulders pattern, but you know, maybe moved a little bit down, something like this, right? So maybe, just maybe. Then I bought some DOT and 7 days staked it for 20.73 on the KuCoin. Wow. Amazon 2000 chart. We've been talking about Amazon 2000, man. Amazon. No. This one over here, I'm gonna show you. If you go to my Twitter account and you go this over here, and then you go to media, and if you scroll down, you will see there is a somewhere image of Sinister Gates. Welcome to the TF Fans Club, man. Appreciate you staying here. Enjoy the green name, enjoy the emojis, and since this is your first time also, we got TF Fans Club Telegram channel. You can find it in the community pan on the channel. So join the Telegram channel as well, man. And since this is your first time in TF Fans Club, you get to pick the coin, man. You get to pick any coin, man. Any coin, man. It's a 5-minute chart. Let me just find it down here. This was interesting, but this actually failed big time. I post too much, guys. I post too much. Sometimes. Too many charts. Where is it? I'm just gonna try to find it. Tribes, guys. Captain is really hard at work trying to make it the tribe happen. You know, I think we're gonna go with the club. I know tribe is good, but you know, TF Fans Club does sound nice. Oh man, I post too much. Daily. I think we are getting close. Here we go. Welcome to the club, guys. Lol. So on this chart up here, I can actually just do it like this, so you don't have to look for it. You can check it out. You know, Amazon looked nice, Dow Jones looked nice, and maybe, you know, our girlfriend is looking nice as well. You can analyze the chart, you know, 1, 2, and then down 3, and then towards the upside. Maybe it's the same chart, maybe it's not. You know, it does. You know, Amazon, Dow Jones, and the girlfriend all look the same. So maybe there is that, right? So you can check out the chart. Sinister Gates, anything you want me to look at? Batch is in the chat. Hey man, how you doing? And for the rest of the TF Fans Club members, if yesterday I posted the link to the Telegram chat, so you're welcome to join if you haven't joined already. Flux, okay, let's check out Flux. Flux. Tether. KuCoin, ooh, nice. We like KuCoin. As you can see, I already have lines on this thing over here, and we have been watching it before, as you can see down here. We're gonna remove everything and see what's happening right now. Right now it's dumping like everything else. There is no recovery up here right now. It went from the bottom to the top something like 50x. Right now it's pulling back, so you know it is breaking certain lines down here as well. So the most interesting part over here is not actually what's happening, because we know it's following Bitcoin on the downside. It's playing exactly the same. The most important thing is right now finding where the bottom is gonna be, right? The 50 moving average is broke, so it's gonna be somewhere around 200 moving average. Unfortunately, there is no 200 moving average on this chart over here. So let's check out maybe Bittrex. Nope, Flux. Let's see. First of all, let's see how much. Okay, let's see how much data is possible to get out of the Flux. Down here, all because CoinKeep. So this actually started in 2018, so you can get actually a lot of chart out of this. Flux, CoinEx. No, this versus Bitcoin. USD cannot be that. Flux. Maybe Uniswap has it. No. Gate.io. No, it goes down to May 21. Where was it released first? That's the question. Binance? No. Uniswap? No. BitChat maybe? No. Not even close. Okay, so KuCoin got all the way down in March 21. Yeah, so this is the most chart we can get. It goes way back, but we don't actually know how long. Let me see up here. So it goes back down here, right? So this is actually lower, so it should be down here somewhere. Okay, okay, fine. But there should be 200 moving average somewhere up here if we have the chart. But we can we add? Is it possible to add moving averages on this log chart? But where is? No, there is no way to add moving averages on this thing. Doesn't matter. Let's try to figure out where the support lines up here are. Of course, right now we got something at 0.48 or something like that. It might hold also the bottom down here, and of course the very bottom down here as well. So there is 27.38, 48, give or take. We are still expecting Bitcoin to drop more on the downside down here. So you can see these levels down here, very important levels, 27.38 and 48. Let me just check out the monthly time frame up here. You gotta go all the way down to something like 17 or something like that. But I would say these three levels right now, those are most interesting right now. The best case scenario, let's see 2 days up here. What kind of 200 moving average on 2 days is up there. So we don't got anything. We got, you know, weekly 50 moving. We don't even have a 100 moving average on the weekly. Let me just see how much we have. 58 bars, 58. We just barely got the 50 moving average up here. Yeah, so then in that case, then these three levels, 48, 38, 27. If there is a 200 moving average somewhere up here, there should be some kind of, you know, 100, 200 moving average down here. If there is some kind of 200 moving average, that might be very interesting. But right now, these are the levels like 38, 48, 38, 20, 28. It's almost the same. It's almost the same, like 10, 10, 10. Give or take. So, but it does follow Bitcoin, so you know there is nothing abnormal about the chart. So when a Bitcoin stops towards downside, it's gonna pump. Crypto Savvy talked about that. About what? What did it talk about? Luna about to break 25. Luna pumping me up 300% on my $30. Come on, Luna, $1 lol. Flux will call Zelcore before. Interesting. Zelcore, there is no such thing right now though. So whatever mistake. Okay guys, that's it for today. Quite long Bitcoin daily, unfortunately, over 1 hour, but you know we had a lot to talk about. We need to shorten this up a little bit. Anyways guys, thanks for stopping by. Come back tomorrow. Tonight live stream, Monday, Friday, Bitcoin daily again. We're gonna see what's happening. I was just in the mood to talk today, so it was nice doing the stream. Anyways guys, thanks for stopping by. Sinister, thanks for joining the TI Fans Club, and everybody else. Have a nice day guys. Have a nice day. Bye bye.